A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's got room. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Anderson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Now Anderson. The open man is Westbrook. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Over.
On 1st and 10, Anderson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Off play action. Anderson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Anderson over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Anderson. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Anderson throwing on first down. Anderson loses the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
But we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. Miller with first down and more. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make the score 14-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Here comes Cobb. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jaguars getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Anderson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Anderson. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Quick move by Miller. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. And the pitch goes to Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up there in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll go down at the 28. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Richmond.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this win is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. They'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Anderson now on 1st and 10. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
Anderson on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Let's go. Green 39.
Anderson throwing again on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Cobb. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Julius Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are back within a score. The point after is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught left side Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Watson going to give this one to Miller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Watson off play action, shrugs him off, and he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for a loss of 5. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Richmond.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3-and-out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And that one's not coming back for Santos. It's no good, wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st down, Anderson. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught by Cobb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, Anderson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Texans say they have it. They do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
This is Miller. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Texans will extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Picked off at the 49, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
That was a heck of a sprint. Tried to get to the end zone. Didn't quite get there. Just short, out of bounds at the 2-yard line. I know the defense is relieved he didn't get to the end zone, and the guy who was carrying the ball, a little frustrated, he didn't make it all the way.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught left side by Cobb. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A handoff to Fournette. Able to push his way through. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Anderson operating from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the run, Watson going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Miller. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Come back, come back. Down. 280. 280.
second down. Here's Watson. Hopkins, strong running. This will be caught inside the 10. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
He's going to get it running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead. Santos with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
Detroit!
To throw is Anderson. Looking to throw on second down. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Lucky 56. Over.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney Merciless in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Looking to throw on second down. Anderson forced out to his left. Anderson loses the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up first and 10. A final shot before the break. Watson trying to lay one up deep. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins as time expires in the first half. And the Texans add on. Santos now to add the PAT. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Miles Jack in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Fournette. Room here to run. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Rolling to his left. And some room to work. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Anderson now, off the play fake. He'll check this one off to Fournette. Space to run past the 20. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cobb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Anderson from the gun, he'll throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point up and through. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Twisting away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Throwing on third down, Watson being chased out left. He may try and run for this, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gun.
From the gun, Anderson buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reuben Foster in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Anderson, off play action. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So that one will be accepted. From the 50, it's Watson. Rolling to his right. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Kendricks in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. To throw on second down. Anderson eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion.
On first and 10, Anderson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Anderson. Going to throw again. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Anderson. The open man is Westbrook. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll go with a big back Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Over! Now let's go!
To throw is Anderson. Throwing on first down. Steps away to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there when you're ready to take off.
So he got free at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
To throw on third down, Watson, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. On first and 10, Anderson flushed out right, and an alley to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Anderson now to throw on second down. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now Anderson looking to throw on second down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Julius Thomas, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Back to throw, Watson. Underneath for Miller. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Faking the give, now Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Texans on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll toss it to Miller. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. On 1st down, Anderson. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Now Anderson, eluding the pressure right. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Anderson on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Anderson, and that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. Then they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.